2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, if you need Jet Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And head coach Nate McMillan, tasked with spearheading the reinvention of this Pacers team. Shaq, what does he bring?
He knows how to develop young talent, as we saw in Portland, and he commands respect.
I agree. He's a bit of an old school guy. He's got a sixth sense in terms of what he expects from his players, but he's flexible as well.
And that about does it with tip-off fast approaching. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the home of the Pacers, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Sacramento Kings.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, you need that juice, that gas coming off the pine. Always a luxury to have a deep bench. And when they can step in and play well, you're in good shape.
Yeah, before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, with the shift towards so-called positionless basketball, the market for wing players has never been hotter. The average height in the NBA is now right around 6'7", so players in that range are the perfect fit for this new two-way style. Guys?
Oh, especially those players with the skill to do a little bit of everything. D.A., thank you. Now we're getting into the grinded-out part of the season, Clark. Should we expect rookies now, you think, to start feeling the length of the NBA season right about now?
You know, that varies from individual to individual. I know when I was a rookie, it happened for me probably after about the 40th game or so, and I just was flat. I was still putting up decent numbers, but I just felt flat, felt lethargic, and then all of a sudden, after a week and a half or so, it just kind of went away and finished that rookie season strong. So every rookie's different. Some rookies never hit the wall, Kevin, but most do in some form or fashion.
And teams are all on top of this, right? I mean, they know there's a chance it's going to happen, so they prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's rare when a rookie doesn't hit it, but for some it might be an extended wall. For others, it might be a short wall.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Bulls, Markkanen is the 4, with Lopez in the middle. Dunn and Levine are the guard set, and it's Parker in at the small forward. And Robin Lopez, one of those dirty work type of big men, rebounding, defending, a lot of grit, setting screens. He does it all.
Yeah, unselfish. He does know his role. It just makes things easier for his teammates. Has his quirks, but has proven to be a great teammate.
Free throw good from Lopez. And both free throws good for Lopez. And here's Indiana. Collison kicks to Turner. Passes to Oladipo. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Pass to Bogdanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Markkanen. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Count that one.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Collison finds Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Finding the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Markkanen. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Lopez passes to Levine. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Oh, my. How did he hit that shot?
What I just saw right there.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. A beautiful reverse layup.
An almost perfect start to this game. 4 for 5. They're rolling.
The Bulls have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Down low at the tip.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
And Oladipo kicks for Sabonis. Outside Turner. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Levine. 4-on-3 break. Shoots from 12. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Dunn's got his first points of the night.
Well, I tell you, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome to see Dunn work in his effective mid-range jam. So sharp, so accurate, so timely.
Now, here's Sabonis. 8 points his last outing. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Outside Turner. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Takes it from 10. No good off the back of the rim. Pacers trail by 3. Oladipo outside. Over Levine. Indiana again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
There's the dish to Parker. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Yes, that goes in. Lopez has got his second bucket tonight.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now, here's Oladipo. 22 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Here's Dunn for the made shot from Victor Oladipo. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Valentine comes in for Parker. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Levine. Here's Collison. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Collison finds Turner, taken away by Holiday. Dunn against Collison. And there's the pass to Holiday. Five to shoot. Another one falls for Chicago.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Holiday against Oladipo. Over Holiday. Oladipo misses.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Oladipo against Holiday. Back to Dunn. Now Holiday, he's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Over Oladipo. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Here's Carter. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's Dunn, following the score by Miles Turner. Right wing. Collison against Dunn. With some arc, he lays it in. Dunn's got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Turner. 9 points last game out. Oladipo outside. His 3 pointers off the mark.
He's still fighting it, and sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He's trying to get in the rhythm, but right now he's playing hard, but he's hurting his team.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Then for the Bulls, Portis, he's checked in for Markkanen. Parker comes in for Valentine. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Chris Dunn. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game's extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Down by 12. McDermott kicks to Joseph. Passes it to Evans. In the corner, it's McDermott. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Joseph. Fires from deep. It's all in by the Bulls. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
Yeah, they were too physical and a little bit out of position. They were rough out there, but ultimately the physicality led to fouls, and that hurt them.
Now the Pacers with possession here. The Bulls getting the bucket. They need this. Evans passes to Young. Near the three-point line, it's Joseph. Good as the jump shot falls. The Bulls leading by 12. LaVine kicks to Carter. That's tipped. Stolen by Joseph. Now the Pacers moving it up. Pass to McDermott. Evans with it. There's the pass to Joseph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young finds McDermott over Parker. Misses off the right iron. And it's the Bulls with the ball. To the left wing. Carter on the wing. Oh, Quinn defending. It's Parker outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on, then squeezing it hard.
Now here's McDermott. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the wing right side. Pass to Joseph. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Levine kicks to Parker. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup. Looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause the miss.
Evans, right side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreke Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
First trip to the line for him here.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Evans. The Bulls leading by 15. Levine dishes to Holiday. Portis, the pass to Holiday. Carter, right side. Over O'Quinn, and the Bulls tack on two more.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
Now here's Evans. He's coming off a 19-point game against Sacramento.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Portis against Young. Portis finds Parker. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Here's Evans. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And you've got to root for Jabari Parker, the second overall pick, Clark, back in 2014 out of Duke, but two separate tears of his left ACL have held him back.
Yeah, the injuries have certainly derailed his ascension, but the talent level is obvious, Kevin. I mean, this team won 4 state titles in Illinois at Simeon High School. That's actually the same school that produced Derrick Rose, and I think if he can stay healthy, he's clearly all-star capable.
And Levine, here we go. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Young against Portis. And Young kicks to Joseph. Clock at 6. O'Quinn, the pass to Evans. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Elbow shot. O'Quinn can't hit. Now here's Parker. Not a lot of room. Pass to Levine. Over Joseph. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
You know, one of the strengths of Corey Joseph's game, he's an excellent defender, actually a bit of a pest out there, and does a nice job contesting shots.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Bulls lead by 15. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she bears herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
Yeah, like an avalanche, Greg, overpowering the defense on the majority of their possessions.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Carter out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Valentine. Then it's Lawson. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Evan's shot is good.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Top of the key, Holiday. Kicks it to Lawson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pacers trail by 19. Pass to McDermott. The pass to Joseph. Carter with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Nice shot by Evans.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
Chicago leading by 17. Lawson kicks to Lopez. Back to Lawson. And he banks in the layup. Lawson's got his second bucket of the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Holiday, the pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Obviously, the game is played with a more wide-open style now, Clark. Name a few old-school bigs who continue to make an impact.
Well, I like what Andre Drummond does. The big fella's a glass-eating machine. Still needs to refine his moves and shooting touch, but his athleticism and rebounding off the charts. Blake Griffin stands out as well. Highly skilled, very, very athletic. Steven Adams, obviously a big guy, plays an old school game, rim protector, finisher, good hands, great strength. Dwight Howard, you know, he's on the backside of his career, but you think about what he was able to do in his prime as a shot blocker, rebounder, finisher. He's got some old school qualities as well.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. 3 on the clock. Bogdanovich finds Turner. Off target on the 15-footer. The Bulls leading by 21. Inside, it's deflected. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Oladipo taking his time here. Shoots from the line. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, I tell you what, when he's operating in pick and roll, Oladipo really hard to defend. He's outstanding at putting pressure on the defense.
Now, here's Valentine. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Rockets in Houston. And then Carter with the dunk.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I agree with you. I mean, they just look comfortable out there, taking what the defense gives them and then capitalizing with no real problem at all.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And so Collison will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They get to take on the Magic in Orlando after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. On the wing, Turner, defended by Portis. Clock at 6. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And a nice, smooth, soft stroke for Bogdanovich. This stroke is pure.
Bogdanovich. Oladipo against Levine. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers. We're done. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Now, here's Collison. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Outside Turner. Oh, Turner in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Levine. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Chris Dunn taking 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. Victor Oladipo, 4th.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
Now, here's Markkanen. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Markkanen kicks to Portis. 5 on the clock. Levine. The shot that time, not on target. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Levine against Oladipo. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Now, here's Sabonis. Oladipo for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Oladipo's got 7.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Levine against Oladipo. Portis, the pass to Markkanen. Back to Portis. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Portis has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Collison dishes to Oladipo. From 13, again, Indiana.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Dunn, tipped away. Stolen by Collison. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Sabonis against Markkanen. Parker finds Portis. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. For 3, Levine. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 19. Outside, Bogdanovich. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Pacers.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
Sabonis.
It's nice to see Markkanen get nasty on the defensive end, using his length to bother shooters and throw them off balance a little bit.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. Robin Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. Dishes to Lopez. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Collison. Poked away. Dunn up top. He's covered by Collison. Pass to Levine.
Well, you see the confidence growing in Levine. It's palpable. Each year he takes another step toward being a better, more efficient scorer.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. And there is Oladipo in the assist by Turner. Oladipo's got 11.
And you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. And some changes here for the Pacers. Young's checked in for Sabonis. Evans comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Now, here's Joseph. No good on the quick three. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 5. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Boy, it's hard to overstate the strength of Oladipo. Sometimes you just can't shake this guy off his shot. Last year was a great home return for Oladipo, the former Hoosier. Played easily his best season of basketball since being the second overall pick back in 2013. Made his first All-Star appearance as well, and I've got a feeling he's got more of those All-Star appearances in front of him.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And for Oladipo, the change was a welcome one for Pacer fans who saw him come over in that Paul George trade with Oklahoma City.
No doubt about it. Perfect opportunity for Oladipo. It was a homecoming for him, Kevin. He played in Bloomington at Indiana University for 3 years, endeared himself to the fans there on and off the court, and that just carried over when he got to the Pacers. He did change his body, though, and got stronger and quicker with the ball. A big reason for his ascension.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And for Victor Oladipo, for so many teams, he was the second option on offense, but now, Clark, he's shown he is a full-fledged #1 option.
And you know the thing about that, Kevin, that's really heartening is his teammates love him being in that spot. And that speaks to Oladipo's unselfishness and character. I mean, Russell Westbrook and Aaron Gordon both had great things to say about Oladipo's success leading the team. And again, just a credit to who he is as a young man.
And he knocks down the first one.
Hey, from role player to bona fide star, the jump Oladipo has taken has been outstanding. And he's not done yet, folks. He's continuing to grow.
Oladipo hits them both.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around it, just his effort level was off the charts.
Now Joseph, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Oladipo, good.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Just think what's happening here, Kevin. I mean, LaVine showing his maturity on offense, now able to score at will over longer stretches of time. That's a credit to his work.
Now here's Evans. He's got 10, and Evans throws it down home.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bulls out front. They lead by 18. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Fred Hoiberg. Coach, your team set the tone defensively in that first half. What stood out to you most at that end of the floor?
Just overall activity. We had active hands. We got a lot of deflections. That led to some run-out, easy baskets for us.
Coach, we'll see if they still have that energy in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Oh, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Sabonis and Turner inside. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
You know, that's an easy one. You can't miss these shots. Those are makeable shots, especially when the defense isn't on its game.
And here's a look at some stats for Jabari Parker. His last 10 games, he's averaging 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his outfit. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
And he makes the first. Oladipo hits them both. The Bulls leading by 16. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Now here's Portis, defended by Sabonis. Kick out to Levine. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Levine's got 15.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Oladipo dishes to Bogdanovich. And the pass to Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Collison. But they'll get another chance. Markkanen pulls it in. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Kevin, I like what Levine showed there, not getting so locked in to his own offense. Keeps his head up, finds the open man.
Here's Collison after the made shot from Bobby Portis. It's tipped.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And the jam by Levine.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Yeah, and the confidence really at a high level. Very impressive. They feel like this game is theirs, dominating right now.
Pacers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
And he makes both free throws. Now, here's Dunn. He's got 6. He kicks to Markkanen. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. And Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good for Markkanen. And Markkanen also setting records for three-pointers made by a rookie, Greg.
A quick release, the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
Now here's Collison. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 4 to shoot. And that's good for 2.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Passes it to Levine. Markkanen against Sabonis. Now, here's Markkanen. Tight defense on him. Parker's shot is off.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
The shot by Turner, no good.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
And Dunn with the slam.
Boy, and Dunn is an animalistic dunker, slamming it home with some major force.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Collison finds Oladipo. Back to Collison. Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. In the corner. Collison with it. They get it again. Moves back up. It's deflected. And he recovers it. And stolen by Portis. Turner comes with the double team. Bean passes to Portis.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Yes, indeed. And good execution by Levine with the pass. I mean, showing improved leadership skills there.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He has 5. Back to Collison. Portis against Bogdanovich. And stolen by Dunn. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And Markkanen throws it down.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here's Parker. He's got 10. And it's done in the corner. 5 on the clock. Back to Parker. Over Bogdanovich. Parker's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Parker with the block.
Absurd bounceability displayed by Parker. I mean, he uses it so well on defense. It's not just the leaping ability, but the timing as well.
Now, here's Portis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Portis has got 6 here in this quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Here's Bogdanovich after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Over Parker. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Unfazed by the defense, Bogdanovich with the quick trigger.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
First one falls for him.
And I tell you, the versatility of Markkanen makes you salivate, guys. A big guy with range for days, and I think he's only going to get better and better.
Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Denzel Valentine comes in for Jabari Parker. And so he hits both. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Evans kicks to Young to the inside. Joseph. And that one, good. Joseph's got his second basket.
Yeah, capable from the interior. When Joseph has the space needed to get a shot off, he uses it.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Stolen by O'Quinn. An even 3-on-3 break. Now here's McDermott. He's tightly guarded. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Young with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Joseph looking around. Kicks to O'Quinn. Clock at 6. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against the Kings, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Now Markkanen, after the missed 3 from Doug McDermott. Back to Dunn, stolen by O'Quinn. Evans outside. For the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Valentine kicks to Dunn. Back to Valentine. No good on the 3. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. To the paint. Here's McDermott. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Evans against LaVine. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
Now here's Evans. He's got 12. Back to O'Quinn. Got a piece of it. Pass to Young. Shoots over Markkanen. Here's O'Quinn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
And the league leaders in fast break points. They're always fun to watch. Maybe not so fun to defend. A lot of the times, they leave their opponents in the dust.
And that one falls for O'Quinn.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Markkanen. Justin Holiday comes in for Zach LaVine. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Chris Dunn. And so Quinn nails both of them. Chicago's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Portis against Young. Outside Portis. Pass to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. Over Joseph. No good from Lawson.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. And stolen by Portis. Here's Valentine. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Valentine's got his first bucket of the night. Indiana's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded close. And here is Joseph. 6 to shoot. Over Lawson. Young trying to break free. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Corey Joseph quietly changing his game clock the past few seasons to better his efficiency.
I agree with you there. I mean, he's done a nice job of recognizing the value of becoming better as a spot-up shooter. And as a result of the work he's put in, he's become pretty lethal on catch-and-shoot situations.
Now here's McDermott. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Indiana, Doug McDermott. Taking 2 shots. Two.
The first one falls.
And when you think of McDermott, the first thing that comes to my mind anyway is three-point shooting ability. He's very effective spacing the floor.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Chicago's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Now the pass to Valentine. A minute 50 left to play in the third. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Indiana's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. Reminds me of my days doing work down there. When you have this kind of positioning, scoring is simple.
Now, here's Portis. He's got 12. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The shot by Valentine, no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
That's good from Joseph on the assist by McDermott. 8 points for Joseph.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Poked away. Carter kicks to Portis. Joseph against Lawson. And that's going to be a treble.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
The Pacers making a change here.
Bojan Bogdanovic. Darren Ellison.
Here's Collison. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. He kicks it to Evans. Over Holiday, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 14 points for Tyreke Evans. And so is the Chicago Bulls cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Valentine out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Lawson. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Holiday in at the 2. Now here's Collison. 5 on the clock. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Valentine. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Now Valentine. Lawson outside. Fires from 18. That shot off the mark. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Collison against Lawson. Collison kicks to Evans. Over Holiday. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Chicago leading by 19. Valentine wide open. He fires. It's good from long range.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Collison looking around. Quinn dishes to Evans. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tyreke Evans, not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vying for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Tyreke Evans. Clark, if you were a general manager, and I think you'd make an outstanding one, during the pre-draft process in particular, a player has declined to work out for you. Would you still consider drafting?
Yeah, I would consider it. And again, there would be some extenuating circumstances. Why has he declined? What have we seen? Obviously, I'm hopeful that my scouting staff has taken a look at him, and I've seen the kid up close and in person and done my due diligence, so I've got a comfort level with who he is and what he can become. But I don't think the declining of a workout is enough reason to just dismiss a prospect that you like.
Now, here's Valentine. And he uses the glass on the layup. Valentine's got 5 points in the quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
On the wing, Evans. Back to Collison. Back to Evans. To the middle, Sabonis unable to get that one. Great D that time from Portis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Collison against Lawson. Valentine passes to Lopez. Fires the 3. That shot no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Inside, here's Collison. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Sensing the opportunity there, Collison sneaking inside for the finish.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Got a hand on it. Now, here's Bogdanovich. And it's denied. Lawson outside. Sweet little floater. 14 points for Bobby Portis.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Evans finds Turner. To the inside. And stolen by Portis. Lawson against Collison. From 13, and it's in off the backboard. 6 points for Lawson.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Turner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. They'll begin a long road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. That free throw, no good. Art fast break fundamentals, centered the ball. 1-2 wings on each side, having other guys set up from outside, last guy trailing. We don't see that much convention.
No, we don't, Kevin, and I'm chuckling because I know it grinds the gears of a lot of basketball purists, mine included. I really don't like to see guys fan out to the three when the layup is readily available. It's part and parcel of how it's played now, but I think there's a balance. I think you should still be running for layups and use the three in transition, maybe in a delayed fashion versus the primary break fashion.
See a lot of turnovers, too, a lot of missed opportunities on the break these days.
Yeah, great point, Kevin. You're right. Guys trying to get that ball out to the three instead of taking the easy layup opportunity. Agree with you 100% there.
And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
Man, I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. One of those ongoing discussions about adding a fourth referee, Clark. Would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better at highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A fourth official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
Oladipo, good.
Hey, you know what? Once Oladipo gets the hot hand, he knows exactly how to take over because he's a smooth and versatile scorer.
Dunn kicks to Carter. To the wing on the left. Bogdanovich against Parker. Back to Carter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. Collison with it. Outside Turner. He dishes it to Oladipo. Rebound collected by Levine. Levine's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Parker passes to Dunn. Back to Parker. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Dunn kicks to Parker. Lock at 6. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Really gotta love watching Parker shoot the ball. Just impeccable form on his jump shot.
Oladipo dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Oladipo. Bogdanovich looking around. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Levine's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dunn kicks to Levine. Passes it to Markkanen. Carter outside. Pass to Parker. Carter with it. Picked up by Turner. Now Levine. No one near him. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And I think that's mere target practice for LaVine. Now, warm-up jumpers is what I call them. He's really improved in the catch-and-shoot game.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Oladipo draws the double. Stolen by Carter. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Dunn with the slam.
Boy, if you don't stick Dunn, he'll burn you, and badly. Great quickness down the floor.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside Collison. Oladipo draws the double. Got a piece of it.
Positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes, again, the three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now, so everybody's got to be attuned.
It's first female head coach sooner than later. What do you think?
I think it'll happen. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be sooner. I think it'll be a little time because the pipeline, I think, has to be established to where you have some candidates. And you very well could have candidates now that may not have coached in the NBA that could possibly move into a head coaching role. But I think the progression to that would require, I think, more female assistant coaches before there's a comfort level with moving in that direction from an owner standpoint.
Here's Leaf. Shot clock at 5. McDermott passes to Leaf. Count the basket.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now, here's Oladipo. And it's Joseph in the corner. Goes up on the wing.
Shot. He still bricked it.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight.
And Markkanen is used to having the defense all over him. I mean, he's a marked man, especially this close. Somehow, though, he finds a way.
And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. Out to Oladipo. Over Levine. So time. Now, here's Markkanen. He's guarded closely. Levine against Oladipo. Nice D from Oladipo.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Now, here's Dunn. Clark, over your many years in the NBA, you've seen labor unrest, but per the most recent CBA, we have the potential for a decade-long stretch now of labor peace.
Yeah, and I think that's great for all sides. And you got to recognize that some of the unrest in the past was really necessary to get to this place where we may have labor and league peace for the next decade. I mean, there's no justice without struggle. There's no smooth sailing without some bumpy sailing at times. So credit the league, the Players Association, and the players for getting to this place now where the league is doing well in all measures and the game is healthy and good. But that's a team effort by all involved.
The first free throw is good.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch four. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Indiana. Robin Lopez is checked in for Chicago. That one is no good. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, Friesen pensions, Clark reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of it. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. Most players appreciate and recognize that, and for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it.
Now here's McDermott, stolen by Markkanen. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Done outside. Shot clock at 6. Drains the 19-footer.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
Shot by Joseph, no good. Al Levine. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.